All right. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Liberians, and good morning to all. So, we are here this morning with another fresh edition of the program Today's Paper. My name is Mafida Kamara, and today is the 21st of October 2024. And I'm glad to be here this morning. It hasn't been an easy week for me. I've been sick. But I'm glad to be here this morning with you on the program Today's Paper. All praises to God Almighty. We are here again, like I said, with another fresh edition of the program Today's Paper. And today's paper is a 30-minute radio program designed to inform listeners about the top stories making headlines in the newspaper. So I'm here this morning up to 11:30 a.m. So if you're just tuning in, I'd like to say welcome. This is Voice of Liberia 104.1. And we are also live on our Facebook page. And I'd like to say welcome to all of our followers. To those of you that are watching us currently via our Facebook account, we'd like to say welcome to the program Today's Paper. And for our cash giveaway, just start 799 hash and select option 8 for Voice of Liberia and stand a chance of winning 5,000 Liberian dollars. And guess what? You are only allowed to play with 100 Liberian dollars. So that is it. You'll be requested to play with just 100 Liberian dollars and win for yourself 5,000. It's a really good way to start your week and today's morning. And also, I would like to say happy anniversary to all militants and Star Wars and partisan of the Student Unification Party. That is a student movement on the University of Liberia. It was established since 1970. And today marks the 54th anniversary of the Student Unification Party. That is the Vanguard Student Unification Party. And I'm glad this hour to be affiliating with the student movement. And would like to say happy anniversary to all militants of the Vanguard Student Unification Party. So that is it for today's edition of the program. We have 4 local dailies. We have the Daily Observer newspaper, the Women Versus newspaper, and out of the Front Page Africa newspaper. So let's bring the sound of our theme song down for you this morning. So welcome to this edition of the program Today's Paper. For those of you that have been following this program comes away every Monday, Wednesdays, and that of Friday, and we are here in the morning to bring you the happenings in the local dailies. Like I said, we have with us 3 local dailies. We have the Daily Observer newspaper, we have the Women Voices newspaper, and that of Front Page Africa newspaper for you this morning. And all of these papers are on the Liberian market, and they also have their website just in case you are not able to get the hard copy of today's publications. Again, access all of the news stories via that website this morning. So our first stop is the Women Versus newspaper, and this is volume 13, number 092. And like I said, this is the Monday edition of the Women Versus newspaper, and this paper is sold for 40 Liberian dollars. At some places, it is being sold for 40 Liberian dollars, but elsewhere it is $50. So don't be confused if you are asked to pay 50 Liberian dollars. So that is it this morning, but the actual price of this paper is 40 Liberian dollars. And let's take a look at the stories topping the front page of the Women Versus newspaper this morning. Like I said, this paper is sold for $40. And let's take a look at this headline: Southeastern Solidarity on Test. Legislative caucus mobilizes members to support Speaker Kofa. But and also at the front page of the Women Versus newspaper, we have a series of lawmakers. Yeah, their photographs are here at the front page of the Women Versus newspaper. And also we have Speaker J. Fonantikofa photograph here at the front page of the Women Versus newspaper. And let's take a look at this other headline: baffling changes at other women, baffling changes of other women. And of course, we have some women lawmaker here. They are all representative, and we have that photograph here at the front page of the Women Versus newspaper. And let's take this quote here from the Women Versus newspaper, and it says, "Women are no longer meant to sit still and look petty, they are meant to lead empires." So let's take a look at the back page of the Women Versus newspaper for you this morning. Like I said, this paper is sold for $40. And for more of the Women Versus newspaper, you can log on to their Facebook account at Women Versus newspaper, or better still, log on to their website at www.womenversusnewspaper.org. So that is it this morning. Let's take a look at the stories here topping the back page of the Women Versus newspaper. We have firstly, Bwaka dedicates school in Kwempasa launches feeding program. And of course, we have the photograph here of the First Lady of the Republic of Liberia. Fate of the nation at stake, says CSO's Council on House bribery allegations. And that is it. Let's take a look at the particular headline here. Wonkoso condemns disturbing feud of manner on social media. Dismissal suspension hang over several UL staff. So that is it this morning at the back page of the Women Versus newspaper. Fugitive alert. That's Henry Wako declared wanted. And that's like, and this is a big story here at the back page of the Women Versus newspaper. So for those of you that are watching us via our Facebook page, this is the Women Versus newspaper. This is the front page of the Women Versus newspaper, and this is the back page of the Women Versus newspaper this morning. Let's take a look at the editorial here, and let's just read just a gist of this editorial here, celebrating integrity, the courage of female lawmakers amidst scandal. Oh, so that is it this morning. So you can grab yourself this paper for 40. Get yourself a copy of this paper just for 40 Liberian dollars this morning. And that is it this morning. Let's see what I can bring you our next paper this morning for you, so you can know what is happening in the local dailies, to be acquainted with the stories making headlines at the front pages and back pages of all of these local dailies this morning. And this is the Daily Observer newspaper, and this is volume 24, number 177. And this is the Monday edition of the paper, and this paper too is sold for $40. And for more of the Daily Observer news stories, you can log on to their website at www.liberianobserver.com. And let's take a look at the stories and are already topping the front page of the Daily Observer newspaper. Speaker Koffat on edge. Could be forced to resign as majority bloc remains resolute. And that is it. We have some members of the majority bloc here at the front page. We have that photograph. Yeah, at the front page of the Daily Observer newspaper, Mineral Sector Working Group launch. And we have stakeholders at the launch of the Mineral Sector Working Group. AFL widows threatening to disrupt Christmas over unpaid benefits. And it says, we will rain Christmas cattle everywhere and demonstrate if they ignore our demands, Madam Allison said. So that is it this morning. Let's take a look at this other story here. Liberia's early warning system in limbo, donors millions evaporate amidst project failures. And that is it this morning. Let's take a look at the back page of the Daily Observer newspaper this morning. Like I said, this paper is sold for just $40. And for more of this particular story, you can log on to their website just in case you want to read all of their stories. That is the Daily Observer newspaper stories on their website. You can log on to www.liberianobserver.com, where Speaker Kofa be removed, and that's a question mark there, as Speaker King's ground against. Okay, Representative Williams pushes back the scrapping US 25K bribery allegations as a tactics. Okay, so that is it this morning. That is it this morning. That is it this morning. So let's take a break. Let's take this break to be back. Let's take this break to be right back this morning. Let's take this break. Okay, let's see what I can take this break this morning. Let's take this break. Let's take this break to be. Okay, we are so sorry for that. We are back again. We are back again. So let's continue with where we stopped. We are still on the Daily Observer newspaper, and this is a GAC audit. That's the GAC audit in that X NH8 management. That is the National Housing Authority, and that's a big story there for you this morning. Like I said, the Daily Observer newspaper is being sold for $40. You can grab yourself a copy of this paper, and let's take a look at the editorial, if any, of the Daily Observer newspaper. So just read it out, just a gist of it to read it out for you this morning. So let's see what I can get to it quickly. Oh my God, that is so sad. We don't have any editorial here in the Daily Observer newspaper. But instead, let's read a gist of the story that talks about Speaker Koffat on edge could be forced to resign as majority bloc remains resolute. So let's read a gist of this story here for you this morning. And so let's read a gist of this story here for you this morning. The Speaker of the House of Representatives, Jay Fonatikofa, has not been able to regain the support of the majority membership of the House of Representatives since his return to the country following a visit to Rome, Italy, after an uprising that nearly asked him on Thursday, October 17, 2024. And that is it. That's a gist of this story here this morning for you. Like I said, this paper is being sold for $40. So get yourself a copy of this paper, or better still, you can log on to their website at www.liberianobserver.com this morning. So that is it this morning, and that is it. And let's take a look at our next paper. That is the front page Africa newspaper. And during that, for our cash giveaway, just start sharing 99 hatch and select Option 8 for Voice of Liberia and stand a chance of winning 5,000 Liberian dollars. So all you have to do is to put money on your mobile phone. That's on your phone using your MTN SIM card that is loose tap. Just put money on your mobile money account. It could be 5,000, it could be 1,000, it could be $500, and just play this morning. That is it. So the opportunity is yours this morning to just play with 100 Liberian dollars and stand a chance of winning 5,000. And the code is *799# and select 8 for of Liberia this morning. So let's take a look at our last paper this morning, and later on in our broadcast, we'll actually open up the telephone line for you, the callers, to call us and tell us about this covered, this speaker covered removal thing, where what we the citizen all stand to benefit from this removal of the speaker, and what's the next step, because we are still observing the process to see from 9 to Friday what will come out of that particular situation there, because we learned that most of the representative, most of them have declined, and that is it. Also, we have corruption allegations and all of that there. So we will open up the telephone line later on in our broadcast for you to tell us what you make of that. So let's go back to the front page Africa newspaper, and this is volume 17, number 202, and this is the Monday edition of the program. That's the Monday edition of the newspaper, and this paper is sold for 40 Liberian dollars. So let's look at the stories here at the front page of the front page African newspaper. Abuse of public resources. CDC condemns United Party reported attempt to the House Speaker Kofa. And let's take a look at the story. Prague contributor. U.S. ambassador faces. Okay, U.S. ambassador faces and failed to strengthening public health partnership amid monkeypox outbreak. No more collection. Local plank toward halted. And that is it. Let's take a look at this other headline this morning. Combating air pollution. Environmental Protection Agency takes first step to control air pollution, mandating sensors for companies. So it says combating air pollution. And let's just read a gist of this particular quotation here this morning. We are working with the Climate and Clean Earth that's coalition, the UNFCCC, and other facilities that give grants for environmental sustainability to show that we have a vehicle emission testing facility here, and working lands with the University of Liberia and UNE vehicles that passes those and tests will be allowed to plow the streets. And that's a direct quotation from the manager for environmental research and radiation safety, that is the Environmental Protection Agency this morning. And let's take a look at this other headline. Probed on a way. Lawmakers in tackling bribery allegation, that's bribery allegations facing investigation scrutiny from LACC amid charters of sanctions. And at the front page here of the front page African newspaper, we have the speaker photograph here and that of the deputy speaker this morning. And let's read this direct quotation there from Representative Clarence Carr and Luther Collins. And this is a linked conversation here that is being reported by the front page African newspaper this morning. And let's see what I can get that for you this morning quickly. Let's see what I can get that for you, like I said. So this is it. And it says he has lost the majority, so there is no way the man has lost the will of the people, the majority. I am speaking as a legislator, not personal view. Like I said to you many times, we don't agree to. And when the majority vote, there is nothing you can do. What thing is our first? Because our heard is 30,000 in that we are talking about United States dollars. No, it's actually 25,000, but 15,000 is given immediately that you has completed the 30, you will get the balance. because that's a risky game. And like I said, this is a linked leak conversation here, reported here by the front page African newspaper. And this conversation actually happens between Representative Clarence Scott and Luther Collins here this morning. And that is it. Let's see what I can read. This other statement here is a direct quotation here from Councillor Alessandra Keto. She's the executive chairperson of the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission. The LACC has taken siege of the matter. As of Friday, we convened as a board. We held several discussions also with the Justice Ministry because on our art, we have the authority to collaborate with all our integrated institutions, law enforcement institutions, and basically we have been doing our own assessment so that Monday we will be able to come up with an official statement to the public. So yes, this is a major concern. It is very concerning. For the past month, there has been major cases involving allegations of art of corruption that the LACC has taken siege of, and we are definitely going to investigate and bring persons of interest to the LACC for investigation. And if it is established that were acts of corruption involved, we will proceed to prosecute. Wow, and that's a direct statement here from Councillor Alexandra K. Zo. She's the executive chairperson of the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission this morning. And let's take a look at the back page of the front page African newspaper for you this morning. Like I said, this paper is sold for $40 So the back page of the front page African newspaper is talking about Najem, and they are actually talking about someone else's business, which of course, what I've been saying, we have not been paid to do that here on this platform. So that is it. Let's see what I can take a look. The editorial, unfortunately, we don't have any editorial here in the front page African newspaper. We just have this open letter that has been in the paper for some time now, for over a week now. And this is an open letter to President Jose Yimon Bwaga, and it was written by Jonathan Pelele. And the last time we read a gist of this letter here for you, and we'll also do that this morning. So just read a gist of this open letter here to you, to the public. Okay. I bring you the warmest of greetings and wish to thank you so immensely for the level of work done so far to restore the image of our country and bring relief to our people. As part of the collaborative effort that I usher in this administration, I've been following developments in public spaces, and I've also become convinced that unless you have more honest and selfless strategies to implement your vision, strategy for transforming Liberia, a lot of important things will remain undone without you knowing at the time the 6-year period for which you were placed in charge of the affairs of Liberia is over. So that is it. That's a chase of the open letter. Like I said, the letter was written by Jonathan Pelele. So in this letter, it's been dedicated to the President of the Republic of Liberia. So that is it this morning. Call us on the number. Let's see. Call us on 0770907907. Call us this morning and tell us what you make of this whole corruption allegations here coming from the lower house, and how people coming up in the media saying that they were given 15,000 for the removal for the removal of Speaker Kofa, so they could affix their signature to the paper that he had to remove Senator as Speaker Kofa. I'm sorry. To remove Speaker Kofa, and others say that it is just a tactics used by supporters of Speaker Kofa to get the public attention. But the good thing is the LACC has already launched an investigation to establish whether lawmakers were receiving that amount of money that has been speculated in the media, and that is, to me, it's a good thing. And I guess it is a good thing to ascertain whether this money has been circulating in the media, especially at a time where schools have commerce, and then we don't have many students in school, and you have lawmakers with just one person getting 15,000, and they said the actual money is 30,000, some people say it's 25,000, and that is it. And we are talking about United States dollars. And the investigation being launched, they will ascertain whether it is true that this has been going on, or it is about to go on, or it will not go on again, or people just speculating. So it is also good to audit, to investigate, because we don't want to just dwell on yes, the person say or the other person say, thing. So it is good. That's a good step that being taken by the LACC, and they are also working in line with the Ministry of Justice. So call us this morning on the number 0770-907-907. We don't have much time here to be on the radio. We have 6 more minutes to call us. If we can just get 2 calls, then that's it. So for our cash giveaway, just that *799# and select option 8 for first of Liberia. Just play with $100 and stand a chance of winning 5,000 Liberian dollars. So that is it. Let's take our first caller this morning. Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm okay. Tell us the name and where you're calling from.
I'm John T. Hall from Iron.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. What I want to say this morning is that all of this lawmakers, all of them, they are corrupt. So when they want the same man that was elected to that man as their because when they're doing this, doing this,
okay.
Yes. I don't think you all do that. They can get out.
All right, my brother. Thank you so much for making your points. Thank you. Let's take this other call. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Tell us the name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, the name remember is that's where I'm market.
Okay, go ahead quickly.
So honestly, that you know what going on because all the guys was saying as the profile or having counts on it, this counts on it, past the provider consultant to most of the companies around here. When they knew that speaker profile was consultant or was lawyer for some companies and they put them in the power. So when they didn't realize that the profile, all of those things, it is now realized because the profile is talking auditing the horse. So the guys, they are not serious. In fact, it's elect after the election money out of put the remote speaker profile. I think it is against the Liberia law.
Yeah, definitely.
Because if you look at right now, some students are not in school. You don't have hospital and you guys are teaching up 15,000. So what is the reason of us letting them to represent us in the house? There is no reason because they're not speaking in the interest of the masses.
Okay.
Yeah? So I think it's out the single bunch of guys just in our house and eating money.
All right, my brother. Thank you so much. Yeah, you love makers. Good morning.
Yeah, morning.
Tell us in the name where you're calling from.
Yeah, I'm calling from Santa Moravia. I'm Joseph.
Okay, 30 seconds.
For me, I believe that this investigation will not go anywhere. Because for me, I believe that the executive was the one that influenced the whole saga at the house. So all of these people that want to move from take over today, they are aware that all the counts were against him when they all voted for him from the beginning. Well, no, at the short possible time, they said they want to remove him.
Okay.
So for me, I believe they were influenced by the executive.
Okay.
Because the vice president will measure himself, so the investigation will not go anywhere.
All right, my brother. Thank you so much. So that is it. We are not taking any calls again. So it is about time you that band supporting that particular candidate that won a seat in your district. It is about time you reach out to them to ask them about their stance in this whole speaker cover removal, so you can have that down on your paper. Because imagine the people that put it there, they collecting 15,000 and made the challenges we are all facing in this country, and some of them they are not even saying anything. So it's about time you that went from house to house talking to people, confusing other people to vote them in power. Ask them what they are doing, whether they join the majority plot to remove and Speaker Kofa willingly or is based upon that money. So it is up to you to do that investigation. So that is it. That is all of the time we have to be on this radio. My name is Mafida Kamara, and I urge you to join us again on Wednesday with another fresh edition of the program to this paper. Have yourself a blessed day. Bye bye.